Hello students, welcome back. We will discuss about Java Applets. Actually, our next topic as per our syllabus is swing. Before getting into that topic, we shall know about Java Applet. With this, you might have studied in your UG classes. I think so. So I just want to brush up your memories. Since the Applet concepts uh, are the basics for Java Swing also. Okay, so you must know about what is applet and how to run those applets. Okay, so that's why I just want to give some introduction about Java applets, and from next class onwards I will proceed with Java Swing. Okay, so in my first class I was discussing about the Java based applications where um, we will we were discussing about the features, unique feature of Java. It's nothing but platform independent. Okay, so that is why Java became more popular compared to other programming languages. So far, whatever example which we saw, we use the command line interface to develop the Java programs, right? Right, to write the Java programs, we use the command prompt, right? So it means that using those techniques, using those programming style, we were developing the applications based on command line interface, that is called CLI, command line interface. But the command line based applications are obsolete now. Okay, so nowhere we could find the command line based applications. Um, so there are some applications, but it is all very rare nowadays. You know, all the applications are now graphical based, that is GUI based. Graphic, they are using graphical user interfaces. Okay, so now when I also told you that Java became more popular because of one more thing called internet. So Java was built up during the era of internet. So with the internet, Java also became most popular, and Java invariably helps internet because of its platform independent behavior. Okay, so the much internet grows, Java gets more popular, right? So now there is a need that we should support some programming techniques based on Java which supports graphical user interface, right? So to support graphical user interface in Java, they introduced the concept called applets. Okay, try to understand the things. Whatever we studied so far is basic concepts of Java. Okay, we used it for command line interface, but now we are going to use those concepts to develop GUI based applications, graphical user interface applications. For that we have to use applets. Okay, applets is underlying concept for Java Swing, as I told earlier. Okay, not only for Swing, for a lot of more Java based advanced techniques. That's why this applet was a single unit in most of the core Java syllabuses, most of the universities. So those who are studying the core Java must learn about Java applets and must practice with some simple exercises so that they will be able to develop GUI based applications using Java, right? So we shall see what is Java Applets. So World Wide Web is an information retrieval system throughout the world. All you know that the basic uh, advantage, the very big advantage of internet is sharing of information. That is why internet became more popular. So World Wide Web (WWW) is one of the service provided through internet. Okay, there are a lot of other services that are available through internet. We might have studied in other subject called Introduction to Information Technology. There we will be listing down what are the services available through internet, out of which www World Wide Web is one of the service provided through internet. Okay, so for World Wide Web, we are using a markup language called HTML, which is nothing but which is used to create websites or used to design the websites. Okay, so HTML is nothing but hypertext markup language. So it's not a perfect programming language, it's a markup language. Instead, it will be used to design the pages only. Okay, it will have the code. We should not say it as HTML program, we should say it as a HTML code. It provides some tags to present the website in a designed manner. That's it. Okay, to display the website, we have another application called web browser, and web browser is an application that is used to navigate the websites. Those websites can be designed using HTML. Okay, so those HTML files can be opened through web browser, which is nothing but an application which is used to navigate the websites. Okay, so even you people, if you want to navigate your website, just open any web browser like Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Opera, etc. Directly go into that address bar, you are typing the address www.mgacvlr.org and pressing the enter or pressing the go button. The websites were displayed on the web browser. Okay, right. So applets are Java programs that run inside a web browser. That is important. So that the graphical user interface was shown through that web browser. So they are used to create GUI based applications, which I told already. Right. We shall see some of the programming part about applet. So an applet is a Java class that extends from the package java.applet. We were discussing about packages the other day. Even for our JDBC program, we imported one package called java.sql. Like that, to access the applet classes, we need to import java.applets. Okay, so that applet class will be imported from the package, which provides the basic window-based pages. Normally, window means uh, you will be having one imagination. There will be a window which will have a title bar. At the right hand corner, we have three boxes: minimize, maximize, and close, etc. So you imagine it's a imagine you imagine it as a window. Okay. To create a basic window like that, you have to extend the class called Java data applets from the package Java data applets. Okay. So at the first step, you need to import this package to write the Java program. And we shall compare the core Java program, whatever we wrote till yesterday. Okay, till yesterday. So in all our Java programs, core Java programs that we run through command line interface, we'll have a main method, right? You might be having class in the program class name. Within that, you will be having public static void main string args. So that is the main method. But here in applet, there is no main method. Okay, actually the main method is the entry point where the execution starts. Okay, but here we don't want to run any method. Instead, that will be embedded within a HTML page. There it will be displayed. So there is no need of main method here. Instead, we have some other methods to display the information on the HTML page. Okay, so we are writing a Java code that will be embedded in HTML page, so that wherever the web browser is there, we can open that provided that web browser should be Java enabled. It will be opened in Java enabled web browser only. Okay, so when a user views an HTML page that contains an applet, the code for the applet is downloaded to the user's machine. And already we discussed about JVM. So JVM is nothing but Java virtual machine, which is the one which interprets the bytecode. I think all of you are aware about the bytecode. Bytecode is nothing but the class file which was generated after successfully compiling the Java program. Here also we need to compile the Java program. It will create a byte file. That byte file will be interpreted in the JVM, but that is available inside a web browser. That is the difference. Earlier we will be doing that in a command line interface. Now it has to be embedded within a Java enabled web browser. Java enabled web browser means that web browser should support JVM. If it has JVM, that JVM interprets the bytecode and displays the content of that applet on the web browser screen. That's it. Okay. And we have one more application called Applet Viewer that can also be used to view the applet also. So I will demonstrate that also. So we have plenty of method to run the applet programs. Out of which one method is embedding the byte class inside a Java, I mean HTML code, and another one is making use of the applet viewer program. I will show both of it. And what is the usage of applets? Again, I am telling you the same thing. Applet is used to create GUI based web applications. Okay, and most importantly, they are the basic for the future concept called swing. That is why we are discussing about applet now. Okay, if you want to understand swing concept, you must be thorough about Java applets. Right? Clear? Okay. Now we will see a simple applet program. Look at the structure of the applet program. It's quite different from normal core Java program, right? Normally, the core Java program will have the keyword. Will start with the keyword called class with class name. Within that, we will be having public static void main string args, right? So that is a perfect core Java program style. Now we are using the Java programming concept, but applet follows a different kind of style, little bit different compared to CLI based programs. Okay, you see there are two imports. So import, the keyword import is used uh, to import some external packages. I already told you that applet is one of the package which is used to create a window, right? So now look at the code. We are using the keyword called public here. Why we need to give it as a public? You remember it, I already told you that um, applet supports web browsers. So web browser is used to create websites. What is the purpose of website? To share the information. Who will share? We may not know. Correct? The website is available in a web server. Those who have a typing the web address will be able to see the website. It means that the information provided in the website is available public. Correct? So everyone can also view those information. That's why the applet class which we are creating as applet program must be public. If it is public, then only it will be viewed by everyone through internet, right? That's why we are having the keyword called public. Even the method inside the class is also a public method. Okay, so by default you can take it as applet class and methods will be public, right? So you must follow it. So public class, any class name. For my example, I place it as first applet, and it must extend a class called applet. So this applet class was imported from the package called java.applet.star. So in core Java programming, you might have studied about package concepts. There you will study about all those importing, etc. Okay. So the base class called applet is available in the java.applet package that was extended for my applet program, right? Then inside the applet class, we have a method called paint. Okay, so this paint method is used to load the applets inside the web browser. Okay, it will have one parameter called graphics, and that class is available from the package called java.awt. awt means for abstract window toolkit. Awt is nothing but a toolkit which has uh, the classes for all kind of window based tools. Normally, if you are familiar with the Visual Basic Programming, there is a toolbox on the left hand side. That toolbox contains a lot of controls like the label button and the checkbox, radio button, etc. Like that, here also we have all sort of window controls like that are all available under the package called Java. I mean AWT, Abstract Window Toolkit. Okay. Again, this graphics class is also available under the package called java.awt. That's why I imported it. Okay. And the line g.drawString, that dot string will have three parameters. The first parameter is the text to be displayed on the browser, and it provides x and y coordinates, x comma y. Remember about the graph sheet which we used in our school days, where we have x comma y coordinates. X comma, every place in the graph sheet will have two coordinates, x comma y. For example, 50 comma 50. So now this particular line helps to print the message hi in 50 comma 50. Okay, so drawString, this drawString is the method of graphics class. That's why I'm using with the object g. This drawString helps to display the given text on the web browser. Okay, so it's a simple applet program, right? Next, I already told you that here we need to see the output on a web browser. So web browser will be designed using HTML only. Okay, now what we need to do, we already have one applet program that has to be embedded inside a HTML. That's why I have to write an HTML file like this. I think you are all familiar about HTML tags. All HTML files will have will start with HTML tag. Within that we have title, head and title. After that we have body tag. So within that body tag, we need to embed the applet using the tag called applets. Applet code equal to the applet name dot class. Again, you just understand it. We are linking the class file only. It means that we are linking the bytecode, not the original applet program. That's why you need to compile it, then only that bytecode will be embedded inside this particular HTML. And these two attributes, width and height, will provide the window size. So this particular web browser window will be of width 500 pixel, height will be of 300 pixels. Okay, so how we should run this? So first type the program and save it as a first applet.java, and again type that HTML file as we shown in this slide, and then run the program like this. And you have to open the HTML file in a Java enabled browser. Not every browser, not all browser will embed the applet classes. Okay, Even in my laptop, I have 3 web browsers, out of which IE Internet Explorer only supported this. So you see the IE window where the hi message was printed. This hi was printed using the Java applet. I will show the demonstration also. So I will show my default program folder where I have the Java applet program. Okay, so for time being, you just forgot this, right? So this is the Java program, the file name first applet.java, right? So the code was there. Just save it and compile now. Java C first applet.java. That is my file name, right? Yes, now it was compiled successfully. Then you need to create the HTML file, right? Yes, could see that. I created one HTML file called first applet.html. Within that, this particular code is important. The applet tag. So this applet tag can have 3 attributes. One is code. The value of code attribute is nothing but the applet class which is going to be embedded, and 2, width of the window, height of the window. So this can be anything. You can increase it, you can decrease it. Okay, so it's save it. Now see, everything is in same folder, then only you will be able to view it correctly. Now I want to open this first applet in a web browser. Before that, I should have compiled it. It was also, the bytecode was also created. So while opening this particular HTML, it will embed the bytecode which I created now. Okay, now I want to open this. I already told you that only in my laptop only IE supports Java applets. So I will open this particular HTML file using Internet Explorer. So the message was printed. So now I will try to same. I'll try to change some values, right? Okay, I saved it. Then I need to compile that. It's okay. So no need to change the HTML file. It's already there. What do you need to know? You have to open it using Internet Explorer. This is my first step, right? Okay. So this is the thing. Even this you can increase. See what change it has. Compile this. Even you can, if you didn't close the window, you can refresh it. See the change in the screen. So there is some issue with the IE. So hi gets printed in the coordinates 150 by 100. Okay. So you have to type the applet program. You have to save it with Java extension. You need to compile it. That's why it will create a bytecode and then design an HTML page which embeds the bytecode using the applet tag. Okay, so these are all the steps to run the Java applet. So this is the first method. Okay, so this is the method. This method is followed um, for a long time. Okay, normally even when I was studying my UG courses, I was uh, forced to do this method only, because afterwards few methods when they are introduced, those are all easy one. Now I will demonstrate that also, right? So this is one method. So coding, everything are same, but the way of running the code is different. That's it. But the coding style and coding design is all same thing. We should not violate those things. Okay, right. Next. So I compiled the program using Java C. It was um, already created one bytecode, and while running, you see from the CLIs, sorry, from the command prompt itself, I am using the application called Applet Viewer and the HTML file. Okay, earlier what I did, I opened that HTML file using a web browser. Instead, the latest version of Java is coming with the application called Applet Viewer. So this Applet Viewer displays the content of applet in a Applet Viewer window. We'll show that also. This is the second method. So because we may not know about the web browsers, which web browser supports JVM, which web browser does not support JVM, etc. So in those cases, we directly use the method called Applet Viewer to run the applet programs. Okay, so go to F colon. This is my program window, program folder. So this is my applet program. So this is my Java, HTML code. So first step, I compile the applet, successfully compiled it. So instead of going to a browser, I simply give the application applet viewer space and the HTML file which you created. Remember that you have to give the HTML file. You could see the output here also. So it's a separate window. This will be looking like web browser, but this is used only for applet coding. Okay, so this is the second method. So instead of opening the HTML code inside a web browser, we may use this applet viewer code. You see, this program is still running. You have to close this to come back to the command prompt. Okay, this is the second method. And there is one more method that is much easy compared to these two methods. Now look at the program. What change I made in the program? The coding is same. First applet.java. What what I did here? What is the difference? What is the difference? This is the difference. Correct? What is this? The applet code which should be given inside an HTML file was given inside the Java program itself. How is it possible? That's why it was commented actually. All of you know about command. Command is nothing but non-executable code, right? So in our program, we should add that applet code inside command, but provided it should be given before the class definition, right? Class definition, before the class definition only you have to give. Okay. So while compiling the Java program, it will be skipped actually, but while running the program using the applet viewer, this applet viewer will take care of this particular applet code and it will display it. I'll show that also. Okay, go back to my program. So this is my applet program. So here I need to give the applet tag inside comments. Correct? Applet code equal to the class name, it is nothing but first applet.class, and width equal to some 300, height equal to some 250, and you must stop the applet code. So you must be careful of these particular two lines. Okay, if you made any error in these two lines, no error message will come while compiling because it's already given inside the comment, but the applet viewer will not understand if you are giving wrong code. That's it. You will not see right outputs. The applet will not be loaded. Okay. So and now I saved it. The difference which I made was I included the applet code inside the program with comments instead of giving a separate HTML file. Okay, so now go back to my command prompt. So this is my updated applet program with applet code. Okay, now compile the Java program. No error at all. Now give the applet viewer the source file. Applet was loaded. Okay, so this is the third method, and this particular method is widely used almost all of us. This is the easy method because one step was skipped here, a creation of HTML page and embedding the applet code. Instead, we can embed that code inside the Java program itself. So while running, you have to give the Java code. Normally in core Java program, while running the program, you should not give any extension file because it will call exactly the bytecode, right? Now here, while running, we are giving the source file name itself, where this applet viewer will take care of only these two lines, which in turn call the bytecode which was already created in the compilation step. Okay, that is the issue, right? So you must be very clear about the method of running the applet programs. Okay, so if you close, then only this prompt will come and you can update anything whatever you want. Okay, so I change something in the applet program. What I have to do? Compile the Java program, run the Java program using the applet viewer. So because the x comma y coordinates are much larger than the window of applet viewer. Okay, that's why if you have to maximize it. Okay, it was you see that applet started and it was displayed, right? So if you have any errors in loading applet, you will be getting some messages here, applet not initialized, like that. Then you have to look into the code. That's it. Okay, clear? So these are about the basics of java applet. I hope that you are all I think you already knew it. Okay, for the purpose of swing, I just give a demonstration about the java applets. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, thank you.